Hello guys, this is Pratik. Welcome back. This is the last video of our entire physics syllabus, and going forward, what will happen I don't know, because this video was made a long time back, and you're seeing it probably months later. So I don't know what my situation in life is and what I'm gonna do ahead with physics simplified. But the basic objective is clear, was always clear, that to provide people with a simplified physics in a way, because it becomes easier for you guys if you have certain backup with you to understand with. And I have done research over 3 books basically, and over more books were there obviously, but majorly they were Resnick, Helde, SC Verma, and your CBSE, NCRT. All these 3 books have given me a lot of reference, and I have completed each and every topic, guys. I have touched at least every topic, and I would suggest you guys to use it effectively in future as well. Physics is static. Whatever has been there, it will always be there, and the logics are very good. Obviously it moves towards unification, and probably in a few years time we will see a unified theory combining quantum physics as well as Einstein relativity, and wormhole and quantum entanglement will be the new words. But these basics will remain same, because Newtonian physics is able to tell you what is going on in the world. Its laws are very much valid. Gravitational law, despite Einstein seeing gravity as a space-time bend in space-time continuum curvature in 4D. So all those things are there, but the laws which have been established, they have proven themselves experimentally very well, and hence this static physics will remain. And I would urge you guys to, if you're seeing this video, so you must be in a lot where you really enjoy relativity, because relativity is not in syllabus. I would urge you to help those people. This will remain free throughout my life. This is something of a hobby. I am not a full-time teacher. I am pursuing various dreams, as I told you in the introduction video itself, and this was one of my dreams, to become a teacher. In the existing ecosystem of coachings, and there has been there's a lot of exploitation, both on the student front and both on the teachers front. I mean, it is that much tapasya kind of attitude is not required. Frankly, it is not required. Knowledge is for making our lives better, not to make it hell. But education lately has become hell because of the rising population, bad governance, our Indian culture as such, which I really want to change, and probably I'll do a lot of things in future where I'll try to portray to people that Indian culture has a problem, big time problem. I mean, we don't share problems with our parents here. Our parents live in their own life. They are good, okay, but they impose so much control that it doesn't seem, our family doesn't seem to be democratic in nature. Forget about a nation. So with that note, let's begin. Guys, here we will talk about length contraction, and then we will talk about a very good formula of energy. With that, relativity will end, and let's begin. So here, simple on length contraction case is there. This Isabel is on a moving cargo or vehicle or train bogie, which is crossing at this point of time and leaving at this point of time. So we have to find out the length of platform. So from Panda, who is standing stationary, will see the length of platform L only, if he can measure from his eyes, right? But the Isabel, who is in a moving frame of moving at a velocity v, will not see so. Why? Because understand that if from Panda perspective, this train suppose passes this platform in delta t time, right? So velocity into delta t is actually my length L, right? Now the new length will be distorted because of the time dilation effect only. So from Isabel perspective, delta t dash into v is L nu, ठीक है. Now what is delta t dash? In this, the relationship between somewhat delta t dash is equals to gamma delta t, or delta t is equals to delta gamma delta t dash, depending on what is the proper time, what is the improper time. Now for Isabel point of view, this delta t, let's call it pandas, and let's call this Isabel, right? So if you see, the delta panda is actually your improper time, and this is proper time. Why so? Because this time is measured, we are looking from Isabel perspective, and Isabel must be having a watch on which she can see that the time pass is actually the time actually passed. So this time Isabel is proper time from Isabel perspective, and delta t time is improper time. And remember guys, what we did was delta time improper is equal to delta time proper upon gamma, right? So in this case, since delta time proper is this one, so delta t Isabel upon this is proper, right? So upon gamma is equals to delta time panda. Okay, we got this relationship. So let me divide these two equations, and L nu upon L becomes what? Delta t Isabel upon delta t panda. Delta t Isabel upon delta t panda will be equal to gamma, right? And this has come wrong, guys. The confusion is because I have defined gamma wrong altogether. This, whatever the factor I was calling it, right, this is actually 1 upon under root 1 minus v square by c square. In that sense, gamma become greater than 1 always, but what I have taken this as gamma. So guys, I would urge we'll continue with that, okay? And we have got this absolutely right result. The L nu is equals to gamma into L. Gamma here is under root 1 minus v square by c square into L, which is, this is less than 1, so that my length gets contracted, and this also logic is right. Both are right, just that gamma has been defined. What gamma is for me, actual gamma is 1 by gamma. So it doesn't matter. We don't have to approach this from mathematical point of view. The logic has to be understood that there's a contraction of length from her perspective. The platform looks smaller and the time is dilated. Time becomes, somebody is moving with a velocity v, time becomes dilated. So with that note, we'll end this contraction part. Okay? I'm not doing it again because this doesn't make sense. Now I would have to use this thing gamma as, now I'll write properly. Gamma now is this thing which is greater than 1. Okay, this has been defined properly by S.C. Verma like this. I took it other way. Sorry for the mistake, but the logic was never wrong. Logic was absolutely right. Okay, when we talk about this equation E is equals to mc square, it is a very relevant equation because this talks about that every matter is a condensed form of energy. So if I start moving with a velocity of light, with a speed of light, I will become energy, and vice versa. So if any object is moving with a velocity v, its mass is rest mass into this gamma. So basically its mass increases, because see now, if somebody is moving with a velocity v, equivalently its mass has increased. That's why its energy is increased. Mass and energy are both the same thing. You will understand it properly now. Okay, so now for this thing, E is equals to mc square. We have to understand that E is equals to mc square means that any mass can be converted into energy if it goes with the speed of light, which is c. and it basically, any mass is a condensed form of energy. So if I go with the speed of light, I will convert myself to energy, and if you go, you will also convert. So mass is equals to m naught, which is a rest mass, into this thing. Now we won't go into derivation of this thing, but this is the fact, and this gamma here I will take properly, which is 1 minus v square by c square. You have to take this only, right? Okay, or if I had taken otherwise, so m naught upon gamma I would have taken, but now let's take it properly. Now this is the case, my energy, so we'll start here. My energy is equals to mc square, which is m naught gamma into c square. This becomes m naught c square upon under root of 1 minus v square by c square. I square both sides, so the e square becomes m naught square c4 c6 हो जाएगा, और c square by v square minus this will remain. अभी c4 रहने दो उसको, because I want to approximate. This can be written c square रहने दो, this is c square. Let me write here. So e is equals to m naught c square. This is 1 minus v square by c square raised to a minus half. Now I want to do approximation before, then we'll do that other calculation. So if you see here, if v is very less than speed of light, then I can safely do a binomial expansion, and I can write 1 plus half v square by c square. Correct, guys? If I expand this, this will become m naught c square plus half m v naught square. Now this is your kinetic energy, right? So now you understand, this is your kinetic energy, this is your rest mass, condensed form of energy. So this mass, and I told you before also, the kinetic energy is the only real energy, guys, and hence potential energy is fake energy. Hence this is the energy equation for speed very less than c. I would not be able to do the same approximation if I am finding the absolute value. So let's find the absolute correlation of energy with respect to momentum. So E is equals to, I square both sides, E square is equals to m naught square c4 under root 1 minus v square by c square. Am I correct? And also my momentum is equals to m naught, this is gamma, into velocity, है ना? So in that case this will become m naught under root 1 minus v square by c square into v. I square both sides, so p square is equals to m naught square v square upon 1 minus v square upon c square. Right? So I'll divide these two equations and this factor will go away. So what I will get is E square upon P square is equals to m naught square C4 upon m naught square V square. If I take under root, so E by P becomes, this cancels, C square by V. And from here I get V is equals to C square P by E. Right? C square P by V by E. Okay. Now this I'll put in any of the equation, either this or this, I'll get my answer. So I'll do it here itself, and you can note this, you can note that. When I put this into this equation, suppose, so E square comes out to be m naught square C4 1 minus V square is this is V value, right? So if I take this here, let's not take it here, as this put, so V square if I put, it will become C4 P square by energy square, and this is divided by C square, right? I will eliminate V. So for absoluteness, what I will get is, this is converted to C square, this is m naught square C4 E square minus C square P square into E square is equals to E square. E square cancels, and now I will get E naught square is equals to C square P square plus M naught square C4, which is the equation. So this is the final equation that you have got, and this is, if momentum is 0, E is equals to mc square. If some momentum is there, this is the energy equation, guys, and this is Einstein relativity. Furthermore, if I talk about Einstein relativity, it's a space-time continuum, it bends the space. I've already spoken about that. With this, guys, our relativity ends, and Mr. Panda, Isabel, and Mowgli, all three contrived, and what they did was, it was the year 2020, mostly around December. They decided that they have to leave this. They found a technology, they understood theoretical concept of Einstein relativity, and they somehow developed the way to go to future. As I told you, if you travel with speed of close to speed of light, you will actually can theoretically travel in future. So they did so. They traveled to future, and they reached 2050. Remember, guys, the impulse video where I told you that it is 2050 and India has changed a lot. The water crisis is there, but still a lot of improvements have happened. So they have reached 2050, and India has become a super economic power. We talked about optimism as well, and so these people are now happy in future. They cannot return back, because once you go in future, you have lost time. You cannot retrieve it back, and they are living a very happy life in 2050. The world has taken measures to counter climate change. Democracies which have been struggling in recent past, in various countries like Brazil, China, Russia, India now is in that list of authoritarian government. Everything has changed, and we have become a free country. Arvind Kejriwal has risen, apparently. Well, that's what the conjecture is. And yeah, with that note, we will end. If we begin question series, guys, Panda, Isabel, and Mowgli level questions, as I did in force. We have categorized your questions basis. Panda is the lowest, medium is Isabel, and highest is Mowgli. That we will continue to do. I thought I will speak a lot about in 2050 how they are not, but I'm exhausted, and we have made a lot of videos. So overall, I think 220-225 videos are there, and overall the content duration will be around I think 60-65 hours. So dedicate time, clear your concepts, do something for just for the sake of love of it. Don't for the sake of money or fame, because fame and money doesn't give you everlasting happiness. Love is what gives you happiness. Love for something, for some passion. Follow your passion, guys. Engineering, a lot of people do it because for the sake of doing. I did it because, well, everybody was thought that becoming an IITian was a great thing, but that's just a start. Life is much bigger, and with the kind of things which are happening right now, I think life has become quite futile. Climate change is a reality. I don't want to end in pessimism, but life itself is pessimistic. So there's a huge fight out there. Democracy is endangered in a lot of countries. This nationalist movement, this conservative attitude will not help anybody. The more liberal you become, the more prosperity you gain. That's from economics perspective. When we opened our economy in 1991, it was done by Dr. Manmohan Singh. It actually liberalized ourselves. Our debt was there a lot. All the debt was removed. The economy really prospered. LPG came into picture, liberalization, progressive attitude, and so everything itself has made our country the way it is because of our liberalization. Our deal with various economies, and dictatorship does not prevail. North Korea being the very good example, and Pakistan also is an Islamic state, is not get prospered that much the way India has prospered, because we are in a secular state and we should really abide to it. We should somehow preserve it. Climate preservation is another big area where even the existence of humanity is being questioned. But apart from that, the good thing is that positive and negatives are part of life. This is how the universe was intended to be. We as human beings do a lot of things, but let's see where it goes, guys. The theory has ended. I will come back to I'll come back to make videos only if we get good traction. YouTube has not given me good traction as of now, and today's date is, when I'm finishing the video, is 27th January. 26 yesterday was Republic Day, and I will not be making videos for a while because these videos will get uploaded and I have to do marketing as well. The reason for doing marketing, like I do it organic marketing, which is free. I'll post in groups because you get traction from there, and a lot of if you're an artist, if you are doing something, if you're creating something, you would want to have larger audience, because you make it for something, right? You're not making it for yourself. I'm doing this hard work. I did all this hard work because I knew this channel would not be monetized. I would require lakhs of views, and probably that won't happen, considering, I don't know, people look for various things in life. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so guys, I have spoken from my heart. This was the last video. कुछ गलतियाँ हुई तो उसके लिए माफ़ी मैं नहीं मांग रहा हूँ आप लोग से, because I don't owe anything to you guys. But what I want you is that if you can give me a feedback about the whole series. Some of you must have watched it, at least 10 people. If not, then also it doesn't make sense. I had to do this, and if I got a good feedback, this is a future endeavor also. I will definitely do a lot of JEE Advanced, JEE Main questions. If I don't get a good feedback from you guys, if the YouTube traction is not there next 6 months, by the time this video is getting uploaded, it doesn't make sense for me to work hard on this. Anyways, I'm pursuing a different profession altogether, and physics was my love. It has always been my love, and if I find that people find value in me, I will upload. And otherwise, there's no point of wasting my time and your time as well. I like physics, and I will continue to like physics forever. बस अब रखता हूँ मतलब हो गया काम, guys. We'll see later. Bye bye, take care. I hope this was getting recorded, because memory is there. So bye bye guys, take care. I hope you find relativity and something good from here. I have not taken anything beyond S.C. Verma and Resnick Halliday for relativity. So bye bye guys, take care. Shabba khair.